This is the Chronoscope on Epic Reaper One Skull. So we are just three manning this. There's 4 people in the party, but one is a buffing bard who won't be actually participating in the raid. And the reason I've been running with Chronivere. Uh, the reason we've been running on Epic Elite instead of Reaper is he already ran everything on Reaper, Epic TR, and now he's running for first time Elite bonus. And I wasn't planning on running Reaper anyhow, so I was joining up with him. But this one he has not yet run on Reaper, so he wants to run it Reaper for the first time bonus. So that's great. We should be able to handle it okay. And as you can see, Chronovire's my hit points went up about 100. Karani's hit points went up a little, and Chronovire's hit points went up by like maybe 500. That's because he doesn't have his wings on, but he is a winged Reaper person, which means that he has 75 points. I think he has more than that, but that's what you need to get the wings. So that's why he has so many hit points. And there's a cap because we're not at level 30, so it's capped at like 500 or something at this level, I believe. I'm not sure the exact number. All right, I'm going to talk to Nelgan.
Nelgan smiles at you and turns to speak to the others.
These adventurers are friends of my father's. We should begin the ritual to find my brother as soon as they're ready, Professor Tremus.
So my biggest problem with Reaper is the Plague Reapers, but the great thing about 3 of us is that I won't be getting all the aggro, unlike when I've been soloing Reaper up to level 20. So we'll see how it goes.
Professor Tremus gleefully turns to the nightmarish Mind Flayer. Caratrix, begin.
This is a kind of a newer build for Chronivere. He's just trying to get his alchemist life.
This is very important. Think back
Previously, Chronivere was a warlock,
yes,
super powerful
that
warlock.
was in Stormreach. He was
And Karani has like a bunch of characters and is just good at all of them.
The devil army attacked.
So Reaper's never a problem for Karani.
Overwhelmed us. People were panicking, trying to flee, and I lost sight of Nat. Oh, Nat, where did you go?
And it works good. No, can't have hirelings here, but Karani's a healer. Alright, so
a green creature appears out of nowhere and sneers, "All right, boys. Tremus's orders are to kill the squid face and anyone else left here."
I'll work on the archer. See if I can get these 2. Nope. Let's see if Chronivere can tell how many hit points these guys have. It's a lot of hit points. He says 8,000 on Reaper. That's not too bad.
Scream, the last of
Do I have my? I guess I don't have my buffs
here. It
here.
appears Caratrix survived their attack. The Mind Flayer struggles to its feet.
Yeah, and the one thing that's different with the raid is you don't get champions, except in, I believe, Shroud maybe. And that's, yeah, it's a special mechanic. Shroud.
Is this the
Alright, so I'm gonna go.
Place? You hear the sounds of pillage and slaughter. The last time Stormreach was attacked, a mystical doorway floats against the east wall of the tavern. Whoever created it may be powerful enough to help you find Nelgan. Down below you is the marketplace, now a war
So I'm just
zone
going to talk
in the
to
midst of a
Vahir.
devil invasion. At the center is a huge red tent, but it is not the tent you remember. Something strange is happening there.
Alright, so now we have our objective. And the great thing is the flying is the toughest for me because using a bow, it's just ridiculous to take down those. Abishai probably have 25,000 hit points, so that'd be ridiculous with a bow for a melee build. So now with Chronivere being ranged and Karani being a caster, we have pretty good cover for everything. go right to the bank. We're going to kind of take it slowly to make sure we don't get anything following us. Alright, we got something. And so if you have a group of 2 or 3 friends and you're like, you know, wanting to get some greater tokens of the 12, this is a good raid that you could probably, you know, probably do with a couple of friends. And it's not very complicated. We're going to cover everything. You know, the only thing that you might want to do is you might want to do more optionals for more XP. We're not going to do those. You also get an extra chest. Let's see if I can't get this Abishai. I think we've got everything. Oop, Ronnie's still getting harassed. This guy. And they respawn, so we don't want to linger here too long. We want to just, but we probably want to get that out Raider. They can get him with his range, with the range. Might as well rescue this guy since he's right here. So the Holy Retribution is even working really good in this raid. There's another Abishai, but it doesn't see us. So I'm just going to jump down. I don't think we have to worry about that archer. And you want to kind of move a little bit slow here, a little bit deliberate, to not get too many things in one shot. But as you can see, it's just 3 of us, and we're doing fine. 2 of us are first lifers, Karani and I. Chronovir's not, but we would run this on Reaper 1 even with all 3 of us on first life characters. We're pretty comfortable with it. Alright, so... It's so weird that they call us mortals because we kill them all the time, so they're obviously not immortal. Alright, and this mailbox here is a chest. So if you're in a group that's still forming, it's kind of good form to not open this chest until everybody's there. We're just short manning this quest, so it's different. And I don't think, let's see, I guess we could shrine, we really could shrine before the, but then we lose all of our buffs, so I'm not going to shrine.
There are Abishai in here, but
so we're just going to go talk.
Not attack. One of them sneers at you.
Master
Tremus
is expecting you.
That's Nat Gan behind the barrier. The devils appear to be interrogating him about something. the evil Tremus begins laying down his demands for Nelgan's life.
You will go to the Bank of Kundarak, to their Lord's March branch just next door. There you must acquire the key to the Gan's deposit box. I don't care what you have to do to get it. Bring the key back to me, and Nelgan might, just might, live to grow into a dirty old woman. Just one more thing. You might run into a muscle-brained devil named Bloodplate. He's the aggressive type. Good luck.
Well, it's good to know we only might run into him. No, actually, he's there every time, and he's pretty tough. I'll kind of go over the mechanics when we're there. It'll be a little bit tougher. There's a couple of armors there that we have to kill, so he doesn't regenerate. And there'll be orange names, so I can't use my Holy Retribution on them.
High atop a platform in the bank lobby.
All right,
Tiefling
so
armorers nail metal plates
Bloodplate is
directly onto a huge
this
devil.
red
It
named
sees you
Orthon that we have to kill
bellows,
and defeat, and then there's 2 armors, and if we don't get those armors, let's get them all grouped up together here. Okay, there's Bloodplate. He's a purple name, so that's even a bigger boss than red name. And there's the armor, so we need to find the other armor as well. We need to kill both of these armors. There they are. They're both here. Let's see. So I got one. I believe we got the other one as well. So because I have the, I'm going to use my fully meted spell since I have bard buffs. Alright. So if we fail to get the armors, so if we got the armors, you get that message. He'll say he needs replacements. If we failed, he'll come back at full health. So that's why it's critical to get those armors. It doesn't matter, even if he's at 1%, he doesn't get a percentage back, he gets everything back. So there's 1 armor, we want to get that 1 armor. There's 2 armors. So 1 armor down. Oop, and I need to heal myself. No good to the party if I'm dead. So let me get my shield clicky on. Most of that damage was from not having a shield clicky on. Oh, we still have an armor. We have to get that armor. There we go. Bloodplate. So we didn't make too much progress on him. There's a lot of. I'm going to kind of stay on Bloodplate. There's Karani needs a heal. Let me get a heal on Karani. That's Reaper mode. Alright, now we got to get these guys down before the next wave comes, because it's going to come back fully replenished. So I didn't have my shield clicky on, and that kind of created a little bit of a problem because I almost died. So I've got that on now. Alright, so we got him. And now Bloodplate. So this round went much better than the last round, and it's just amazing what one little thing does for getting a shield clicking. So I had to leave the battle for a second. The armor followed me, and we got it, but you can see how much more progress we're making this time around compared to last time. Alright, so there's 1 armor. There's a second armor. One down. Alright, both armors down now, so let's get the rest of the stuff. Try to get all kind of grouped up a little bit. Leave. Alright, let me just heal the Karani. There we go. So he's almost down now.
My armor! My smiths! I'll need replacements!
So he's way down, so we want to make sure we get those armors first. I don't see the second armor. Blood plate's almost down, but we got to get that second armor if there is one. I think they're both down, it looks like. So let's get him down, make sure. So we don't have another round. There we go, now. And sometimes there's one more round.
The mighty blood slows to the ground. Before its death, the fiend chokes out one final curse. Stormreach will fall this day.
Seal the Hellstroke Great Axe. I don't think I need that, so I'm going to give that to Karani. Hated to try and lose my Bard buffs, but I think we're going to be by the beginning, so we could probably get Bard buffs again. In fact, once we go to the other side, we could just D-door. But I'm going to go talk to this guy and get the key.
You have the deposit box key. Now, to
And
return
now we
to
just
the
need
Phoenix
to
Tavern and trade it for Nelgan's
run
life.
around the corner, and it should be pretty quiet. And we're not going to be going out, so we don't need to fight anything. But I want to make sure we all go out together, just so that if there is a mob, someone doesn't get stuck. There might be respawns, so we just go as close as we can to the building here to try to not alert anything, and then go in here. And since Chronovere has Dimension Door, we are going to Dimension Door back to the beginning once we do this part, so we don't have to fight any more mobs.
Tremas eagerly takes the key and unlocks the deposit box.
At last I have it. The weapon that I travel back in time for. The sliver of time. Now to keep my bargain, I shall return Nelgan to you as a dying old woman.
Ah, that's better. Now that I have stolen her youth for myself, I'm headed for the market tent. where I shall kill General Suleimani's with the sliver of time and become the new leader of the Devil Army! Ha 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 ha! Clinging to the last threads of life,
So we just talked to Nell,
wheezes out.
and that
My only hope is the
progresses
12.
the raid.
Leave me here and bring back help. Go. Quickly.
And
But I
now
can
we
still
will detour
stay
back to the
awake.
beginning. If someone didn't have Dimension Door, and we're going to wait for the Bard buffs here, if someone didn't have Dimension Door, we would have to kind of, again, fight our way back the same way we fought our way to the bank. We'd have to fight our way back from the bank. And because of respawns, we'd probably fight less, but not too much less than what we fought on the way there. So Dimension Door is really helpful in this raid. It wouldn't matter if we're doing the optionals, but we are not doing the optionals. So I guess there's 3 optionals. I don't know. I guess we probably were pretty close to actually getting some of the optionals, but we're really after the Epic Chest and the XP and the Reaper points. So right now it looks like about 431 Reaper points. And so I'm level 25, so it's my last chance to get it. Alright, so now we got to go back in here and talk to the person again. And one thing that people used to do as a joke is they'd put a dimension door right in front of this, and people would think they'd be going in there and they'd be hitting a dimension door. A little bit of
Devil
griefing.
Legion's ground is whatever the devils are doing in the market tent is manifesting vortex wind. The sliver of time must be destroyed in order to save Nell, but it's somewhere in the market tent. Bahir has opened up a secret way for you to get there through the steam tunnels.
Alright, so the steam tunnels, that's where Seal of Chanticor most notably is. I got a little confused on the direction here, this way. So it looks a little different because normally there'd be quest givers right here where this portal is. And this is a little tough for a this part's a little tough for a melee, so I'm really glad to have some non-melees in here to help with this because Razor Arm moves around and he moves around into high spots. So I'm going to go aggro him, and they could probably pull him up here if they just keep firing at him, do enough damage. You know, when this used to be a really tough raid, all the fighting used to be done up here. Nobody would go down below. And it's probably not a bad idea to get them all these devils up here and fight them all in a group with cleaving and such. You can see this is a little bit of an easier fight than what we just did. Relative. It'd be a lot of that has to do with having ranged in the party. So it's meant to be balanced, so the perfect mix of this would be a mix of casting, ranged, and melee, and that's exactly what we have. Let's go up here and get these guys. This is where the melee part comes in. I can just leave people like crazy. And this is where it's nice to have melee. So this type of thing. That feels like lag. Not too bad though, just a little bit of lag. See, I think we've got everything. It looks like that all came to us. And I do not need to shrine. So this just looks like a regular chest, and this is the one that I think has possible I'm not sure. One of these has a possible seal. Yep, there it is. So seal of time sensing. That's a good one. Chronovir got. Gives you haste cookies. All right, I'm going to pull this lever, and we're going to go to the end fight. And so this end boss regenerates, and so it used to be long ago parties would fail because they didn't have enough DPS. So, but I think the three of us combined probably have more DPS than some of those old parties used to ever have. And so DPS, by the way, stands for damage per second. It's just the term that gets used to mean how much damage that you do. I'm not sure if Chronovir will be able to see how many hit points this boss has. If I had to guess, I'd say maybe 1,000,000, 500,000. I don't know. We'll see. So Chronovir will type it in party chat. I'm just totally guessing. I don't know what the number is, but it's going to be a lot. And he has regeneration, so it's going to take a while to beat this boss down compared to the other bosses. And he has a knockdown effect and a few other effects, like this thing that kind of makes you like kind of fall asleep for a few seconds, sort of. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but I know that's one of the effects I see. He has a curse, a healing
Tremus is
curse.
attempting to summon the Devil General to
So I'll
this
have to take a
tent.
curse pot
But
as
when
soon
he
as that
sees
comes
you,
up.
Tremus stops his incantations and fumes. It's you again! What does it take to make you give up?
And again, if you have a small group of friends or guildies and you're not really comfortable raiding, and you want to just run with your friends, you don't really want to run with people you don't know, I would encourage you to join raids because in general the people are really friendly in this game. But if you're just not comfortable with it, this is a raid you could just run with a couple of friends, and there's a few more that I'd like to show you if I have time this life. Some raids that we can run with 3 or less people. This is one of them. This one could actually be soloed as well. All right, so you want to get these guys together if we can. And then I'll just cleave them like crazy. One more to go. Alright, so I'll just kind of like point up so you can see the show, if I can get past this acid cloud. People refer to this as Voltron, where they combine into one giant Abishai. So Chronobeard is checked, and this boss has 675,000 hit points. 675,000. So I guess my 500,000 to 1,000,000 wasn't as far off. That far off. And of course we're on Reaper mode, so our damage is reduced, and our healing is reduced. But he is going down, so if our DPS wasn't good enough, right, you would see him not moving at all, but he is moving. And the devils are actually doing more damage than this guy is, to me anyways. Let me get my... He's got some sort of weird fear effect on him. Nothing defeats the conjoined Devastator. Nothing. Except for 3 guildies, I guess, apparently. Nothing except that can beat him. So we've done about over 300,000 damage, so and he's regenerating, but not fast enough to make a difference here. Okay, I've got a curse on me, so I have to get that off. That's a healing curse, and I've already got another one on me, so I've got to get it off again. And as long as that curse is on me, I won't be able to heal myself. And Karani's almost out of spell points. He's knocked down. I'm going to try to get the aggro. I think my haste is going to be my fastest clicky there. So I don't know what that fear is. I'll have to see. I think there's one more lay on hands I have. So now he's probably at about 200,000. He's probably like a little more than a big regular boss now. Alright, Chronobeer is okay. I'm going to throw heals at him if he can't make it. If he's not going to be able to get up. Alright, so I'm going to stay on the boss. I guess I better get some of these guys. I'm going to help out. Alright, I'm going to try to get these ones that are grouped up here with Chronobeer. There we go. So he'll be regenerating while we're doing this, which is unfortunate, but we gotta get these guys down. So he's probably regenerated about 50,000. Let me see if I can get, let's see. Alright, me. Alright, so I think that I'm going to focus on the boss now. You can see he regenerated. He's probably gained back about 50,000 hit points. So now time to turn on the damage and go after him some more. If we can get him before the next waves of mob come, that would be fantastic. Because that slows things down a lot, each wave of mobs. con so I can restore myself. More con damage. More con damage. That's just... I probably need to get out of this pretty soon, but he's almost down. I probably need to get out. I only got 5 charges left. I really want to get him down before the mobs respawn. Looks like we're gonna do it. There we go.
With the combined scream of 5 voices, the Abishai perish in a swirl of power. At almost the same moment, you become aware of something new arriving in the tent. A gigantic devil now stands next to Tremus. It stares disdainfully down at him and bellows,
"Why do you summon me, Tiefling? Are you so eager to die?"
"You're the one who will die when I use the sliver of time to drain your youth!" The sliver of time shattered? How?
Idiotic Tiefling. You cannot steal youth from one who is immortal.
No! Mercy, my lord Sulamades!
I think I shall take you back to Shalarath and have you put to the question.
With Sulamades' departure, the tent begins fluttering with a massive impulse of infernal energy. It may not be prudent to remain here much longer.
So now we all just go back. We'll wait for Karani. And so that was pretty good. You know, it's going to be harder with 3 people, obviously, than with 12. But I thought that went really well. Everyone did a good job, and we got it done.
The devil magics around the market tent have finally reached their peak. Whatever they are trying to do, it is happening now.
So scorched bracers, I definitely don't need. I think Cornover passed them to me. I think they will be exclusive, so I'll pass one to Karani. And greater token of the 12, and shard of goggles of the time sensing, which is a good item, good epic item. Somebody got the seal, so, and I got a good luck +2. That's a very rare augment. That's nice. So I'm going to pass this to Chronovere. He just got the seal, and so he'll be able to. He probably has a scroll already somewhere, so he'll be able to make that item. So I'm going to pass that to him.
Death and destruction across the marketplace, and the complete annihilation of the old market tent.
I think people are pretty high in space. That's why stuff is left there. They're going to grab it, but they're low on inventory space. So I'm going to recall out. Did he get it? Nope. There he goes. I want to make sure he doesn't forget his token. Oh, I think it got passed to him. That's what it is. Chronover passed it to him. All right. Well, that is the Chronoscope on Epic Elite, or on Reaper 1. Epic Reaper 1.